All right, things are working out. Okay. Hello, everybody. Nico40k here, and I'm starting out the first ever Minecraft live stream because why not? Why not do it, in fact? Now, I did create a world in Realm, and it is open to those who want to, but you have to be part of the Discord community for me to be able to be part of the game, effectively. Mm. Excuse me for one sec. I want to make sure that everything is in order. I'm like a German that way. I'll just keep things good.
Can you hear me just fine?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Yep.
And
I can
okay.
indeed.
All right, good. And I wasn't able to hear you coming in because, well, yeah, because I have streamer mode on, so I wasn't able to hear any ping.
No worries.
Yeah. But I have now launched within the game. And I decided, to take a nap, because why not? Oh yeah, and you're all the way down there, I suppose. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm in the cave. Like a caveman.
You're in the goon cave. I mean, that was way too easy. Come on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me see. Hang on.
Although, you could technically say I'm also in the porn cave.
No. Cringe. How dare you? Oh, yeah. All right. Let me see. Getting that. And, oh, yeah. I need to eventually get all the gravel. And you've joined.
Hello.
Wunderbar.
Yep. I'm right here.
Oh, you're right here. Yes.
Yes, I parked myself in here.
I mean, in fairness, it was kind of my fault because I put the freaking, put the freaking bed here. Even though it's
Well, actually, I came here on purpose because
no.
One, I figured we were gonna be coming back down here.
Well, I mean, I know that. It's just that I'm the one who placed the bed there because I stole it from one of our other players.
Oh no!
I mean, it's like for the time being, he's sleeping. He won't mind it. It's fine. It's whatever.
I could probably find him another bed, anyways.
Here, let me see. Is there more water this way? I wonder because if there is gold, iron, or anything in about over here, I'd like to be able to create as much space as possible. Massive space. That freaking South Park song. I don't know if you ever heard it, but it's the one where freaking Steven Seagal hires Butters to literally create a safe space for him. Because he keeps getting criticized.
Like everybody. Okay, so it's the episode where the reality was in it.
I think so, yeah. Oh, you all feel good about yourselves.
Reality was an absolutely funny but actually interesting character idea.
Mm-hmm. I've not seen the season in full because I did feel that
I had.
PC, yeah, because I did kind of feel that PC Principal was kind of difficult for me to like him at first, but obviously the whole point of him
Oh
is
no,
that he is
he grows
PC.
on you.
Yeah, the whole point
Yeah,
is he's
he grows on
PC.
you. Ironically,
Yeah.
like it's fun. It's kind of weird. Like you think you're gonna hate him for a very, very long time, but no, he's actually pretty chill once you actually listen to his story. Especially during like season, I think it's like season, the season after that one is when he actually starts getting pretty cool. Plus, he's anti-ad, so hey, gotta give him a bonus there.
I'll give him one bonus.
That's
Did I just hear a microaggression? Yeah!
what made him funny, though. Like, yeah, he was the the stereotypical PC person, but it's like, it's what made him funny.
But he's like a jock doing it. It's just
Yeah,
like the
he's
one
exactly
person,
like a jock.
like the one person you would think never would.
Well, to be honest, you know what's even funnier is fucking Timmy, or is it Jimmy?
The one with
No, it's Jimmy.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's the one with the crippled legs, not
another wheelchair.
the ones that kept saying his name.
Timmy!
Yeah, it's Jimmy. Jimmy is like, he was kind of hilarious by the factor of straight up calling PC Principal pussy crushers.
Dude, I love the bit where you know where they're at the
Like,
frat
PC
house,
Principal really, really wanted to punch him for that, but
he can't.
I can't. He's a minority.
Oh,
When your beliefs contradict. I got the iron.
all right, thanks.
I'll go and set it up to being smelted.
Good. Because the plan, ultimately, I think, I want to go back into the massive hole, and I want to make it even bigger.
Even further.
Get it even further beyond. Freaking Dragon Ball. Have you actually watched Dragon Ball, or what?
Nah, I never really had an interest in it, because all it, to me, was, like, screaming, and that's about it.
It's actually...
I know there's technically more to it, because, I mean, like, there's a reason why people like it so
There's
much.
a lot to it. Like, I highly recommend watching it.
But, like, for me, I don't know why. Like, you expect me to love something that's so orky sounding, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it just doesn't have that appeal. Plus, I have a younger brother that's weirdly obsessed with it, and let's just say it gets really annoying once, like, you hear it, like, the millionth time from him.
I guess he really loves that Goku Superman
Blame
fight.
Fortnite as well. Blame Fortnite, by the way, for that one.
Freaking Fortnite. How?
That was also part of the issue. It was like, I'm not a fan of Fortnite at all.
I hate Fortnite, honestly.
Yeah, same.
It's just amalgamation of other properties.
Look, I get it. He's a kid. Like, I get it. He's a kid. It's just my tolerance for bullshit is very low half the time.
Yeah.
So, like, my mind is so keen to being critical about anything that's just stupid to me. But I try to at least not be a dick about it.
Fair enough.
Because I do care about my brother. Oh. It's just, there are times where it's, like, a bit frustrating to deal with.
Yeah, I get you.
But at the end of the day, I love my brother, so...
Is he... No, wait. No, that's right. He's very young. I was going to ask, is he a Chad, or is he...
I mean, he's like 12? No, he's 11.
Yeah, that's why I was like maybe that's a dumber question. And I'm gonna put this to all messages, not just support your hombre. Hello, Pink. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing just great. Whoops. I did not mean to do that.
Can't quite see the chat here because I only have one monitor, sadly.
It's fine. I mean, I have the live stream on my phone, so I can see all the messages.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Like, it also saves me a lot of time from, like, alt-tabbing.
Funny thing, lately I've been debating on doing a YouTube channel myself, but
Now, what would you...
hesitation. There's a bit of hesitation, but what I would probably do is a lot of YouTube videos about older editions of 40K and fantasy, because I'm not too much of a fan of modern editions.
I get that. Here's a interesting one. It says you know so much about the editions. Like, would you want to have them, like, edited, like, videos you're talking about in depth about all the things that made them great, where the newer editions fumbled, or would you just, like, do a live stream about it? Like,
I probably would do, like, a mixture of both of those, because, like, from my perspective, like, a lot of the older editions actually hit the things I really like about them. But the newer ones are, like, not quite it. Like, you think that I should like them because of, like, my personal opinions on, like, math and shit. But
no.
I'm not a competitive person. Like, my problem with the modern editions is they're too focused on the competitive side.
Yeah.
Like,
also,
my personal taste in 40K and fantasy in turn is that they have to be narrative focused. Like, my personal taste is in narratives, like, because of the fact that it's like the way I see 40K and fantasy. They're sort of akin to historical games where you're supposed to follow a general gist of what the lore is supposed to be but with the option of actually being able to create your own stuff and therefore, you know, create unique stories with said stuff. But when you can't do that, like with, for example, modern editions of fantasy, with, you know, Warhammer the Old World, for example. Too many special rules in it, for example.
Yeah.
And that's a problem because of the fact that, well, in older editions of fantasy, more particularly with 6th and 3rd, there weren't that many special rules. There were, like, what, at most, like, let's see, you have Fear, Terror, maybe Unbreakable. Like, units didn't have, like, an entire stack block full of special rules. They only had, like, maybe 5 or 6 of them. At worst.
A bit of rule creep, would you say?
Yeah, it's basically a rule creep. Kind of like akin to the codex creep that 40K has sometimes, which is the problem I have with modern 40K. Because of the fact that codex creep is indeed a major issue that GW seems to consistently do every single edition.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter what edition you're looking at. It's, you either play the competitive shit or you're not being able to play at all.
One thing, though, I was going to ask you, like, do you not also feel that they are, like, creating a new edition way too quickly now? Because I kind of felt like after 9th,
so they used to do it.
Then came 10th. It was way too quick.
Intervals. Yeah, no, they used to do it in 4-year intervals, but now they're doing it in like less than 2 years.
That's so stupid, though. Like, nobody's gonna, like, because there are gonna be those.
Nobody
there are gonna be those that
in that sort of a time. And that's
nobody is going to get a massive... Like, obviously, there are going to be whales that are going to be able to afford enough to have an entire army ready on day one. But, like... it's like... Yeah. Tossing it all in after 2 years? It's like...
And then look at the factions that get dicked over because they are the last factions to get codexes or rules. Or even the factions that don't even get that privilege. Like... God, it is so bloody bad with how they do it. Like, it's... Like, I don't want to be a doomer about things because that's kind of the problem I have sometimes where I look at something and I'm just super doomed about it because it's like, there's nothing we could do. but it's hard not to when you have a company who consistently goes like, balance, what's that? That sounds like a foreign concept.
Balance, what's that? Can we smoke it?
Balance? That doesn't sound like it makes us money. Sounds like it makes us less money.
Oh man. Imagine, oh god, now I know the secret. Who is the secret head of freaking Warhammer Games Workshop? Mr. Krabs. I mean, I'm not even wrong, am I?
No, effectively not, because that's pretty much it.
Oh man.
The secret final boss of the 40k setting, it's really Mr. Krabs.
When you really think about it, yes.
After all, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Muddy. Ah, here's Zimbos. Just gonna create this little thing here.
Oh, crap.
What?
Right, I forgot where I put that there.
Put that there. Whatchamacallit.
Gravel.
Ah.
I'm trying to find ways to.
I'm such an ass.
The water level.
Such an ass. I immediately go to the southern accent.
Nah, it's perfect.
It's just that's the thing though. It's because as a European, it's just fun to do the southern accent.
It's weird. So here's the funny thing. I have some reason this hint of southern drawl. Yet I also do have that very distinct like Californian accent.
Well, I mean, when you live in the state of California,
it's really hard not to have that accent. But
yeah, at least it's not as bad as.
The only reason I probably have the drawl is mostly on the factor of my grandmother, who very much has it.
But I will say, at least you don't have like the stereotypical Californian accent. It's like, actually, you know, we were just coming to the mall and stuff, and it was very offensive. It should have been taken away, honestly.
Oh,
that kind of
those kind of talk styles are fucking annoying. They piss me off.
The fact that they are somewhat real, though, it boggles my mind. It's like, how are you real?
They aren't. They're pulling a fucking what do you call it? A catch-22, I think that's the term. I have no idea. It's basically like it's not really them. They're just putting a face because you know, majority of Californians never really want to admit this, but in reality, it's all about having a face. You either are liked by majority of people, but that's because you're a shallow person who doesn't understand the meaning of friendships, or you're somebody like me who's so like jaded to the realities of the world that you really just don't want to deal with everything that comes with interacting with people.
Yep.
It's rarely like one or the other because of the fact of like, as I said, most people that are akin to like my personality are usually more jaded on how their world works.
Well,
in this stupid of a state ruled by a fucking dictator. Yes, I'm calling Gavin Newsom a dictator.
I mean, he is.
That's what he is.
Like, he literally is.
Like, if you slightly disagree with him, he's going to find a way to fuck you over in some way.
Dude, you gotta, like, somebody, like...
And mind you, that's exclusively talking about, like, celebrities and stuff. Like, not, like, you know, average people. He doesn't tend to go after average people because in his mind, he's like, why do I have to care about the minor peasantry or some dribble talk like that?
Exactly. He's gonna go for the, you know, the ones connected, yeah?
Yeah, because for him, it's all, again, it's just like the rest of Californians that are like him, which are it's all about the appearance.
Yep.
Like they never really care about problems. If they did, then they would actually do something about these problems. But in reality, no, they don't really give a shit. It's either you are with us or you're against us mentality with a combination of we're right all the time, and everybody else are inferior bumpkins, basically.
I mean, in like the whole, this is something I heard from a YouTuber I watch a lot of time, Nerderotic, because he himself is from like San Francisco. And he said something that just absolutely was spot on for me. It's like, to them, the politics are settled. It's like, there is only a good and bad. Everything else is just nonsense. And it's just, and it's just like, oh man, living in that.
That's hitting the point on the head pretty hard, because that is how they think. It's literally how they view the world. It's one way or the other. There's no option for like a second opinion, no option for like
there's no nuance, basically.
Yeah, you either with them or you're against them. They never have any like nuance to the opinions.
Freaking hell.
I have this problem myself sometimes because I am very black and white mindseted because of my own personal views of like certain beliefs. But even then, I could at least try to acknowledge where I'm wrong. But that's a key word, I could try. I have my own problems, but that's not really... what's the word? The key issue? Okay, it is an issue because sometimes I can be stubborn and I won't budge on a subject matter. Like, for example, I get really stubborn about things that are sometimes stupid to get stubborn about.
Right.
Like... Let me get an example that a lot of my friends have a problem with me whenever I get into debates. My viewpoints on morality. I believe morality is purely objective. Like, certain factions are straight up evil in 40K, no matter what you say to me. Even if, from their perspective, they aren't. It doesn't matter to me what their perspective is, because to me, being them is inherently evil.
Yep.
Which is technically wrong, because you're supposed to not be that inclined to your own political beliefs when you're dealing with like custom settings and whatnot. Especially like what me and my friends like to try to do, which is, you know, work on our own systems and our own settings. But the problem with my viewpoint is simply that I am too stubborn. I could get very, very closed-minded about the way I see the world, which is... Honestly, it's just the Californian in me, effectively, at that point, because that is literally how all Californians think. You're either with me or you're against me mindset.
Right, right.
I try not to do that, because I don't see my friends as against me.
Obviously.
Like, the way I see it is... They're trying to point out something to me, but I'm not seeing it. Or I don't understand why they think the way they do. I don't think they're evil for it, because they're not. They're just an opposing opinion. And why would I have a problem with them having a difference of viewpoint from me? It'd be ridiculous to believe that they have the same exact opinion.
The funny thing is, though, like, I grew up in around a time when people were actually capable of doing this without getting into silly slap fights over the kind of differences,
or quote unquote punching a Nazi in the face just because they have a opposing viewpoint than you. Like for example, with a couple of actual like nationalist socialists over in I think it was San Francisco in a couple of places.
The funny thing is, and I do genuinely believe this, they'll probably disagree, but if you actually describe them, some of aspects of, you know, Nazi ideology, right? Some of the viewpoints that Hitler had and all that, some of them, I guarantee you, they would absolutely agree with, up until you get into, like, very specifics, like, obviously, racism and eugenics and the like. But every other, like, bear in mind, all of it is evil. Like, even if it was not committed... by the Nazis, even if it was committed by
like if it was committed by the Soviets, it'd be like
Yeah.
If they was committed by the Soviets, they'd be praising it left and fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was done by the Nazis, the Germans,
Mm-hmm. I
all
consider.
of a sudden it is the big mustache man bad.
Yeah. Even though.
And look, I don't disagree. I don't disagree the big mustache man is bad.
Absolutely.
Because Nazis are communists to
Yeah.
me. They're the
Yeah.
same fucking thing because they're both socialists.
They aren't
Well,
that
okay,
freaking different
technically
outside
they
of.
aren't.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so technically they aren't socialists in the same way that a socialist is, but let's be fucking frank, they basically have the same logical mind frame of like collectivism and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because a Nazi is literally just someone who believes that the state should have total control. Ironically, Arch kind of hit that one in the head where he said that Nazis are just communists but honest.
Yeah. Also, hi Karn. How you doing, buddy?
Sorry if I got into a rant.
Nah, it's dude. Anyone can go into a rant, and besides, this is an open Minecraft voice chat, so anybody who wants to join, feel free to, and you can express all opinions you want, even if you disagree with me. That's just,
And I'm open to being challenged on my viewpoints because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, everyone needs to.
And
Yeah,
sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about.
exactly.
And when I don't, I like to be called out at least. I get angry at first, but then once I start thinking about it, then I realize, okay, I'm being it.
Oh, you're still. Wait, Karn, you're sick and coughing? I didn't even know that was the case. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope you're getting better, buddy.
Karn, I hope you get better, man. I genuinely do.
Yeah, get well, my favorite German.
I know how it feels getting fucking sick. It's fucking a bitch and a half, and it's like, I don't want to be sick.
The funny
I want to be healthy.
Me too. The funny thing is, I'm literally recovering from a freaking sickness. I still have some of the coughs, though. Freaking hell.
Well, one good news from my end is, at least I'm not suffering from a sickness.
Get down with the sickness. Get up, get down with the...
Even though for whatever reason, for some stupid logical thing that happened, I got bit by a tick that apparently was there for a fucking week. Again, call me stupid because I don't know how I did not notice.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice for like a fucking 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
No way, that's right.
No, it was a whole week.
So this is something I actually kind of realized, because you mentioned beforehand that you're a very disabled man. Does that mean you're not in a wheelchair, are you? Or are you?
No, I'm not physically disabled.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, technically would it be counted if I'm overweight, which I am.
Mm.
But no, I'm mentally disabled.
Oh, okay.
There are two particular disabilities. Obviously, one of them is autism. I mean, that's a guarantee for anybody that's in our hobbies.
I mean, yeah.
You have to have some level of autism to be a fucking person who's obsessed with 40K and be super, zealous to the fucking games lore and whatnot.
He enjoys Warhammer. Yes.
But the other one is kind of a sad one, which is bipolar 2.
Ah.
It is annoying. Like, believe me, having the major mood swinging, it's not quite literally what movies depict it as.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as as depicted, because people sometimes have a misinterpretation of how bipolar works.
Right.
But the best way I could describe it is indeed kind of a mood swinginess, but it is in the way where the mood swings are more you're either severely depressed or you cannot sleep for the past 3 or 4 days. And these issues kind of compound on top of each other to being more akin to sleep deprivation sometimes.
The worst.
Yeah, it just gets really bad sometimes. It's hard to explain.
It's all right.
But basically, I deal with it. I take medications for it every morning because, I don't like feeling depressed all the time.
Well, obviously not.
Because it doesn't help that said depression can lead to individuals like myself to attempt certain actions I'm not going to say outright. Because,
Yeah, probably not best the stream at least. Well, you know what I mean.
but you get the idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Emotions run hot, and said emotions with depression can lead to darker thoughts.
Yep.
As I said, I've been getting better. I've been going to a therapist and stuff.
Which is wonderful, by the way.
And
congratulations on that, man.
yeah, thankfully she's been my psychiatrist and doctor has all been wonderful. I'm also losing weight actively.
Nice.
Only I lost 11 pounds from the last time I got weighed, so
very
big
nice.
bonus there.
My boy.
It's a big bonus there.
Oh yeah.
And I am happy to have lost weight because I don't like being overweight.
Nobody really likes it.
I mean, the only people that like it are fat activists, and I have no idea why they like it.
I mean, it's
It
also
is not fun being heavy. Like,
no.
I'm a heavy guy, and I admit that I'm not healthy.
I mean, I am
most certainly not a healthy person.
Bear in mind, like, I'm someone who's been on almost the entire physical triangle up between fat, skinny, and muscular, and currently working on the muscular thing. But I know what it's like being super fat and super skinny. Like, I don't like either, kind of, because I mean, it's nice being able to fit in other clothes, like when you're super skinny, but the problem is that you get cold very easily. You feel fatigued. You also, like, especially if you're getting into any altercation, you're not as strong as you think you are.
The funny thing, though, is that with weight, with being heavier, you do get the benefit of being able to tank hits.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn be a fucking powerhouse when you punch. But the problem is that you also get fatigued rather easily because,
Yeah.
exhaustion's a bitch.
It is. And it can suck my dick.
Old, by the way.
Oh, wow, you're all the way over there. I'm just working on the hole. Digging a hole. I swear.
Yeah.
Every time I heard that.
In terms of YouTube ideas, it's generally right now in my head, it's basically, I'm thinking doing YouTube videos solely focused on, like, older editions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and probably also getting to other settings and war games I particularly like, for example, BattleTech.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of that one, but that's mostly because...
I look...
Okay, so, just to get into the current controversy with BattleTech,
Mm-hmm.
I am not a fan of BattleTech Grimdark.
Yeah.
Or BattleTech Gothic, or whatever the hell it's called. I'm not a fan of it because BattleTech isn't about humans versus aliens. It's about humans versus humans. It's a human story exclusively.
Yep. The whole point of it, too, is no matter... Like, the whole point with BattleTech as a whole thought experiment is the... Yeah, thank you. The whole point of it as a thought experiment is that no matter how advanced we are as human beings, we'll still be human. We'll still be fighting over each other. We'll still be tribalistic in a way.
We'll still find a way to make an excuse to go to war with one's neighbor.
Yeah, we'll just be doing it with a lot stronger technology.
It is just human nature. It is not because we're malicious actively or inherently evil. No, it's purely because humans are complicated creatures that just think in particular ways that sometimes involves being selfish in one point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not an intellectual.
Obviously, but...
I mean, if anything, I'm probably the opposite of that because I'm really, really retarded at times. Okay, excuse me. I mean tarded, not...
tardy. Diggy hole. You're right, Pink.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That word shouldn't be too bad, as long as I don't repeat it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so general gist of what I'm wanting to do is a lot of older editions, BattleTech, explaining why I prefer, campaign modes, for example. Because for me, BattleTech doesn't sound like BattleTech unless it's campaign.
Yep.
Because it is one of those settings where you can't quite get away with just being exclusively like competitive or whatever, because every player in that game could 100% make custom mechs to one how they want to design them. And they could be the most busted shit ever.
But it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. But the thing is, it's balanced by the fact that everybody could do this. But it's also set up to be that it's meant to be imbalanced at times.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is going to have the super powerful mech design of ever. And there's literal mechs that are so bad that canonically were made by stupid people. Literally. Canonically, there are mechs out there that are so badly designed that the only reason the developers give a reason at the time, FASFA, the original creators, not the
FASA, yeah.
Catalyst, because Catalyst is just a fucking. I could get into subjects relating to Catalyst, but
they're incompetent.
I'm not a big fan of them, especially after what they did to one particular author who was actually a really nice person.
What was his name? Blaine Lee Pardo?
Yeah, him.
Oh yeah. It was bullshit. Like he's also like he's been with the company and the franchise for almost as long as it's been around. And they kick him out?
Yeah, and then hire his stalker.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I hate that.
It is bull fucking shit how they treated him.
Absolutely.
Just because he wrote a bunch of, like conservative viewpoint books.
It's like, ooh.
They do realize that's what an author does, is that they write books.
Yep.
It doesn't inherently mean that they 100% agree with every single part of it. But great. Now that they did that to him, now he is going to probably believe in those things because clearly he has said something right that you didn't like.
Yep. The old classic, hang on guys, he might be onto something, let him cook.
Basically, it's like if you prove the point of the book he's writing right about your viewpoints,
I mean,
it's just going to reinforce people to believing that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't convince people by being aggressive about it. The best you could do with dealing with people that disagree with you is just talk to them. So, of course, with these days, it's kind of hard to do that with,
Yeah.
Commies, excuse my terminologies, but that's kind of how I view them.
I mean, it's kind of accurate, but let's be real. I mean, to be fair, not every single one is a commie.
To be fair, they literally say it themselves. They are communists, so, I mean, I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But
I want to be a little bit fair, because I know that not every single one is commie.
Yeah.
They just have strong belief in it. Because
because
bear in mind, to me, the communists are exactly the same as the Nazis, and I will, like, if someone actually comes up to me with a flag of the hammer and sickle, I have to, I'm not even kidding. One time, right, I was in a bus station, and I was just waiting for a bus, and I see this fat old guy who is walking in a shirt with all the previous communist leaders, and I am just like, do you know the bullshit these guys committed? I wanted to go up there and be like, motherfucker, why are you wearing that shit? I wanted to go into full rage, but I was like, I really need to take the bus. Just let this go for now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and plus he's an old fart, so he's probably going to be like, yeah, but they're all justified.
It's like, okay, Okay, I'm not gonna get into massive rants.
No,
That's safe for private time.
yeah, no, I understand. No, I understand. Like, I get it. For me, like the way I judge it is, fascism and Nazism, they committed about 11 million murders. How many did communism do? Over 100,000 easily,
200,
or 100? No, 100 million. Excuse me,
200 million, give or take.
give or take, and then probably add another billion because 50 plus years of war crimes to their own people.
Um, don't even need to be Balkan to do so.
Oh, and don't forget the fact that why the Ukrainians are likely not trying to do peace talks with Russia right now, which is they were literally genocided by the Russians
Mm-hmm.
at one point in their history, so I can understand why they really don't want to make peace talks, but they should.
I really feel
Because-
like for me, like I would 100% get it, and I do. Again, I have family members who are actually Ukrainian, and
sympathize.
no, not sympathetic. They're
Sympathy,
actually, yeah, well, technically, yeah. I mean, they are Ukrainian, so they are sympathetic to it automatically.
Oh
and
no, I'm meaning sympathies, as in like you understand their plight, you understand why they
Yeah.
feel the way they do.
yeah.
It's not like you support 100% what they're doing.
Obviously not.
It's just they're human.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have human emotions about everything.
That's the way the world works.
I just simply try to my best to try to understand it, but it's just sometimes I'm like, Zelensky is a dictator, and that in of himself is a whole nother mess.
I would say stuff, but I have no idea if my brother is watching this, so I'm just gonna. I'll just keep quiet and I'll say nothing. So, 'cause
Yeah, let the American get into trouble about that one.
yeah, I'll let yeah. On the well, just look at it this way. He is from California. I'm just being an ass.
Exactly. See, you blame it on the Kelly.
Oh, okay. Man. All right. Let's see. Oh wow, we have quite the depth.
Uh,
All right. Digging a hole.
let's see here. I've been digging in this area for a while now. Ah, motherfucker.
Have you dig to the ends of the earth?
It's more trying to dig around this entire area.
I will also say one thing that I do actually kind of appreciate is that when you actually are digging just in normal survival mode, everything feels a lot bigger because of how slower it does actually getting up to places and the like. When it's in creative, when you can just fly around and do whatever, like you start, the world feels a lot smaller in creative. But when you actually build it in survival, you just appreciate it more.
Yeah, like, look at what you're doing right now. It's strip mining, yet look how tall we have made this strip mine.
Incredibly so. It's like, wow.
Like, we did what effectively would have taken, like, in real life miners take about, like, 5 or so years to do. Or maybe a little bit shorter, because I actually have no idea how quickly miners in real life take. But, like, this would take a lot of materials to do.
Yep.
Okay, maybe it's probably, like, maybe a year. Because I said, I have no idea how much time this stuff kind of takes.
I would imagine,
So,
like, if they actually did do stuff like this, to this degree, I would imagine maybe like roughly 2 years, maybe. You know, just to. I mean, obviously they would not drill directly down. That'd be kind of ridiculous.
No, it'd be a lot wider.
Yep. Wider.
It'd be more akin to those quarries with the giant fucking trucks.
Oh yeah, the circular ones. Dude,
Not the circular ones. The fucking big dozer ones that. Oh, I have to go get more wood.
by the way, funny enough about earth movers. Did you know that you can actually pop a wheelie in that?
Serious?
Yeah, seriously. And you know who found out? Evil Knievel. The Daredevil himself, Evil Knievel.
Wait, as in the guy who does the motorcycle and who's infamous for being a Daredevil?
Yep, that one. He literally, so he was working at some company or whatever, and he saw one of those earth movers and thought to himself, "Can I pop a wheelie on this?" And turns out, yes, you can indeed pop a wheelie on that. And he crashed into like an electrical thing, and it caused a blackout. Oh, that is just amazing.
Talk about a means to learn. Oh yeah, no, that is completely possible.
Yep. Oh man. Wider, deeper, wetter. Oh, Pink, you pervert.
There we go. Alrighty, got a bunch of the sticks. Now I got plenty of iron on me. Now, woo! I almost fell.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I appreciate about the stairs. Is you know, the fact that you can dive directly down and you could be caught by the stairs. It's quite the neat little elevator. The funny thing is, you can actually create like a legit.
By the way, dude.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. And another. Oh, thank you.
I made two for you, and I have a second one for myself because my current one is almost dead.
Aw, cheers, man. Evil Pink laugh. Oh, Pink. I swear. Making a hole, we're digging the hole.
This song is rather addictive.
It is.
Both the original and like the modern, like the Wind Rose one.
I don't think I've heard that one.
It's actually pretty catchy. Like, if you want an actually like a heavy metal like esque one,
Ooh.
Wind Rose is probably it.
Dude, found another cave.
You did?
Yep.
Cool.
Found another. Oh wait. Oh wow! It's the pathway. It's a pathway that leads directly to one that we went to.
Oh fuck! I fell like 20 feet, 20 blocks down.
You're fine.
Holy fuck! It is the path that we were on. How convenient.
You know what? I might as well add a couple of ladders here as well, just in case. It'll be neat to have.
I figured to come down here to help at this point because
we are so deep.
Yep.
There we go.
Lapis lazuli.
Oh yeah, I actually picked up a couple as well. 39 of those. Are they used in potion making
They're
or
for
something?
enchantment.
Ah, enchantment, yeah. Which I have not.
But yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes my pick. But yeah, they are indeed used for potion making as well.
Mm?
They're kind of very useful materials. At least from my information of how materials are. Diamond, I think, is intrinsic to a lot of materials, particularly with netherite, which is the best material, but it is very, very hard, so you're always going to be perpetually on diamond, practically, in this version. Unless you go into modded versions, then diamond becomes, like, basic
Oh.
bitch version.
Oh, Pink. It's raining pickaxes. Hallelujah. It's raining pickaxes. Raining pickaxes. Oh, wow.
You know, if someone made a fucking Minecraft song out of that, that would probably be catchy as fuck.
I swear, if that's in the actual movie, that would be... I would not be surprised.
You know, I'm gonna actually hope to God they better make him sing.
Yeah.
It's Jack fucking Black.
Like-
If he doesn't sing, I'm going to be disappointed.
Give him, like, a rock solo.
Okay,
like, have him
correction,
create a...
correction.
Yeah?
The only exception is with Poe, but that's purely because he actually did a really good job with him.
Mm-hmm.
But with how bad that fucking movie looked, they have to make him sing. Or else it's not even worth going to the movie.
Yeah.
Although apparently they're doing this event on Minecraft for the whatchamacallit, for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the event is basically them using a... what's the wording? A mod pack to basically simulate the town that the main character is in.
Yeah.
Although...
I mean, that is a neat little idea, I guess. Like, actually
we're in
getting...
Slate, by the way.
Yeah. Getting interest from the actual game itself. Like, that's a nice little cross-promotion thing.
I mean, it's not a bad choice, because it does help that. It's just, for me... the movie would have been better if it was animated.
Yeah, it would. I mean, dude, there's so many freaking Minecraft animations out there. Like, if they had done the same thing as, say, the Lego movie, like, they could have
Yeah,
made
that would have been way better.
Oh, yeah.
Or did an animation akin to, like, the Puss in Boots movie, or,
Oh, yeah.
the fucking Spider-Man... the Spider-Man animated ones
Oh, yeah.
with Miles Morales.
Yeah, the Spider-Verse ones. Also, hold on a bit. I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
No worries. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! God damn it! Why do I keep fucking that up? No, no, fuck! Damn it! That's my stupid decision. Welcome back.
Wow. Okay.
Your chat had a moment of entertainment because I
Yeah.
proceeded to fall 3 or so times
Really?
like
Wow.
an idiot
Oh, wow.
in the same frame of minutes.
I can only imagine because I couldn't see it. Oh, that could be like animated into its own little segment.
It's like it was like first like damn it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to just go back and jump to the ladder. Nope, immediately missed the reach. Fall again. It was
Fuck.
just continually like being stupid, effectively.
It's like, oh my gosh. It's like Charles Chaplin freaking skit. You put the lime in the coconut and drink it on up. You put the lime in the coconut. Freaking. Sorry, I got DBZ abridged on my freaking brain. You ever seen Dragon Ball Z abridged?
No, but I have seen Hellsing abridged.
Oh yeah, very nice. Dude, I love.
Although then again,
the
I'm a
series.
big fan of the Hellsing series. Like,
Oh yeah,
I'm a big fan of the manga, the original anime, and then the OVA.
Yeah.
I think each one is uniquely good for their own variation of it.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't think
obviously,
any of them are bad.
yeah, they're all really good.
And then you have Trigun. That was my second anime I ever completed.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Trigun. I deeply love it.
It is. I've only seen a couple of episodes. It's a lot of fun.
Although-
I need to finish it.
If I have to point out the weird anime that I started off with, it was Claymore, if I recall.
Ah, nice.
As I said, it was a bit of the weird factor because I remember it being very of a bit of a grimdark type of setting
Mm-hmm.
and being very romancy a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but it was really, really weird, and
It felt to me like a
I-
female version of The Witcher.
yeah, I'd probably compare it to that.
Yeah. And I would say, like, back in the olden days, if you had said, oh, it's like The Witcher, but anime, it's like, oh, that's wonderful. But nowadays, Witcher is kind of spoiled for me because, well, I don't like the author. I don't like the author. He is such an asshole. Not to mention, he plagiarized a lot of his story for The Witcher by ripping off a character I actually enjoy called Elric of Melniboné. And when I found out the amount of shit that he stole, I was just like, okay, I may have enjoyed this, but I am not picking up a book ever again. Because that, like, I enjoy the world of The Witcher.
What book setting did he plagiarize?
He plagiarized a character and a lot of elements from a book character called Elric of Melniboné by Michael Moorcock. And Moorcock he's not necessarily famous in the US so much as he is famous in Europe and England, because a lot of dark fantasy as we know it today is heavily inspired by Elric of Melniboné. So basically, you have chaos, like from 40k, that comes from Elric.
Yeah.
You have in The Witcher, or even Arthas, you have a white-haired protagonist who is also to be a bit more specific, right? With Arthas, right? You have an evil sword that kind of pulls him into becoming, evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's also that's also heavily inspired by Elric, but specifically, like, so you have Elric who wields Stormbringer, right? Elric is he is he was originally introduced as a mercenary, right? And
Right.
in the original books, but in later books that would later then become prequels because Michael Moorcock writes really weird. He would then be known as the emperor of a nation called Melipene. That's which, by the way, if you know the Dark Elves from Warhammer Fantasy and the Drukhari and 40k, yeah, that's basically what Melipene was. That is what their inspiration is. They're very.
They are inspired to be this degenerate
Mm-hmm. They are
vile society because of this this setting's faction.
Well, yeah, because chaos. All the chaos. Okay, bear in mind. So within the Eldritch world, there are two fundamental forces. Technically three, but I'll get into that a little bit. You have order or law versus chaos, right? And order.
That sounds kind of like Warhammer a bit.
Yeah, because bear in mind, Warhammer stole a lot from Elric. And
What? Oh, wait. Is it the same book series as Aragon?
you mean Arakoze?
Or it... No. There's a dragon book series called Aragon.
Aragon. No, not that. That's Christopher Paolini.
Fuck. I almost fell to my death again.
You were saved. No, the Aragon series that's written by Christopher Paolini, I believe, whereas Michael Moorcock was and still is a writer, even though I think he's in his 80s now. He was he was quite the prolific writer in the 60s and even still to this day. Diamonds! Found me some diamonds.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yep, I found diamond. but and
Ow.
the thing is, like, a lot, the unfortunate thing is that we haven't gotten any really adaptation, like, video game-wise, or even anything outside. We've gotten a lot of comic book adaptations of Michael Moorcock's work, which are really good, by the way. The latest one with Elric is freaking awesome. But because Elric has been plagiarized so much, it actually got to the point, I'm not even kidding you about this, right? They were offering to make an Elric TV show, Finally, it's kind of like when you make a TV show to Conan, where you have all of the...
Right.
It's the original character who has inspired so much and so many characters finally getting his due, right? Well, they couldn't do that because, and I quote, it was too similar to The Witcher. The Witcher, mind you, plagiarized Elric.
That's fucking...
Yes. Oh, yeah, and not just that. The one thing that really made me stop with The Witcher, it's the fact that there were fans that full-on tried to deny that there were any freaking element of plagiarism. Like, that got to me. Because, like, okay,
that's just bullshit.
absolutely. The thing is, though, like, when it comes to the actual, like The Witcher games or the like, I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun time with that, right? But I will never pick up a Witcher book ever again because it's not because it's about the principle of the things. Yeah.
It's like it's offensive to hear that, like, what people should be doing is respecting the original material. That, like, imitation is in highest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
I will always say that. But here's the thing. You can't ignore the fact that the thing that came before is there.
Exactly. The really funny thing is, Michael Moorcock, he is fully aware that he took inspiration and even plagiarized stuff. He calls himself out for it, and when others ignore it, he was more than willing to show it just to make sure. Like, he wants it to be known. He didn't do it alone, and he knows that. Like, he knows that. And
If he's willing to admit it, others
mhm.
should be willing to.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, like, I don't like. Obviously, there's no issue with taking some inspirations, but bear in mind, The Witcher did not just take, inspirations like the look of a character or something like that. They took character plot elements. They took how the world functions, like almost to a T. They also had almost the exact same plot events. It's just ah, it hurts my soul, right? Because I used to enjoy the Witcher book back then when I didn't know this stuff, and
It's disappointing. Like I was aware that Warhammer ripped off a lot of things from various sci-fi settings, because that was like the first thing I learned when I was looking into 40K.
yep,
Which, for me, I don't mind. Like, I like settings that mash a bunch of things together that eventually become its own thing, because that's kind of the point of art, is that you take the things that you like and you make it into your own thing.
yeah, exactly.
There's no guarantee that's going to look good or anything, but if you enjoy it as an artist or a creator, who cares?
Yep. And the thing
Like,
is, like,
you created something, at least.
and as
You
an
have used the creativity that you have in your mind to make it.
and as an artist myself, and someone who is actively going to art school and making art, like there are a bunch of influences I've taken from going to museums, going to other places and the like, and I'm putting that into my final projects that I'm doing right now, and I will fully admit that I took some inspirations, some even heavily, but like it's because they've influenced me so much that I want to pay a little bit of an homage. Not
As you should.
yeah, not plagiarism, but
Like,
just heavy inspiration. Like I'm taking right now heavy inspiration from the Stalker series in one the final projects I'm working on.
and again, as one should when they're inspired by something,
Mm-hmm.
they should take some elements of the thing they like. They shouldn't rip it off one to one, because that is actual plagiarism.
Yep.
But what they should do is take the thing they like, make it into their own, and
Mm-hmm.
adapt it properly.
Exactly.
Never truly take things one to one, because if you do that, then you're just a douche that clearly has no talent.
Yep.
But when you take inspiration and then you build it into your own thing, that's when creativity truly thrives in what pretty much a lot of people enjoy, is the creativity. Is stories for people, at least from my understanding, is complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the reason why we go and make these up. It's for fantasy. It's for enjoyment.
Yep.
We don't do this because we have a political edge or have some alternate motive to do something.
Yeah.
We do it because we like it.
Yeah. And that is my modus operandi. Like, I do not make art to make some political piece. There's only one I've made, and it was not in an effort of like, oh, ha, ha, I'm smarter than you, guy who opposes me. No, mine was actually about bringing people together, because I made a piece where I joined a bunch of people in shekels, but the shekels were made of the names of concentration camps. The shekels on the hands were the actual names, and the ones on the legs joining them were the actual numbers. The whole point of that was not to. It's never a gotcha for me. It's about. I myself, I did not know that these names existed. And they were not taught to me. So I went out of my way to learn them. And I hope that in the future, people will remember them too. You know what I mean? Like, I want
Yeah.
it to bring people together in a way.
It's to learn.
Yeah.
It is to bring one together with humanity.
Yeah, exactly.
And humans, as a complex creature as we are, we love to show appreciation by doing things.
Mm-hmm.
We love, we laugh. Everybody's unique and different in their own way. It's just like we are indeed like a snowflake, like every creature in this world is. But that doesn't exactly give the excuse to do whatever the hell you want. It just means you could think the way you can, and we should express this a lot more. People these days, at least, seem to forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And man, like there's this one moment where me and a bunch of like my friends online, we were having a lot of these kind of discussions where like we were having a lot of the complex conversations going down because we're all passionate, we care about things, we
Mm-hmm.
have different opinions, and we want to interact in a positive way with each other
Mm-hmm.
to learn, to adapt, and stuff. But of course, as humans, we're gonna get heated about things because, well, it's inevitable to get heated about something.
Obviously.
But that's kind of the point of debates and arguments and stuff. It's to hash out the differences and then find the compromise.
Mm-hmm.
But in turn, that is also what art does. It's finding the compromises to work with others if you're working with others, and if you're working on your own, find compromises to make the story better.
Exactly.
Because, yeah, you may think that everything in your head is perfect, but nothing's perfect.
Nope.
No human being is perfect.
Nope. And the pursuit of
I mean, if God intended us to be perfect, we would have been perfect on the day fucking one. We would not have ever left the Garden of Eden.
Mm-hmm.
But no, He gave us free will. He gave us the choice to make decisions,
Yep.
and thus we'll inevitably make the bad ones, and we'll also inevitably make the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
It is all just dependent on how one conducts himself. Hell, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm an explicit Christian because of the fact that I don't have a denomination.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus and all that.
Yep.
It's just I don't have a denomination.
Right.
I wish I could say I have one. It's just I hadn't actively gone to church in a long, long while.
Mm-hmm.
And my belief in God, it pretty much came back because of a couple of friends of mine.
Which is very nice to hear, man.
But it doesn't change how I feel. Like the best way I could describe the way I view God and heaven and all that is God doesn't really care one way or the other how you view the world, or, well, how you act
Mm-hmm.
in the world, as long as it is not to the detriment of others, as long as you're a good person. Even if you're a neutral human being, if that's the case, as long as you're not killing people, violating the rights, yada yada, all that good stuff,
Yep.
or bad stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know what
I know
Like-
what you mean, man.
I don't get, like, for example, the Baptist church guys over in fucking bumfuck nowhere. I forget the fucking location, but the Western Baptist Church,
Oh,
I think they're
yeah.
called. The guys who say God hates fakes.
Ah, yes. The very colorful people, let's say.
I saved that one. Uh,
Holy crap.
but seriously, I'm not gonna finish that word because no, that is what the Baptist church guys put on their fucking signs. I was saying in a historical sense, not an actual statement. YouTube, don't murder this guy's channel, please.
Too late. Nah, just kidding.
But yeah, so the way I see it is like, if God didn't want people to exist, he would have not made us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't get the whole God didn't want you kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Like,
I mean,
I'm not even gonna lie.
Jesus fucking forgives a murderer, and that same murderer becomes the new lead of his church. You know, Paul.
Yep, yep.
He's known to be a murderer, and yet he is forgiven by Jesus. Like,
I mean,
if Jesus is able to forgive someone that committed one of the worst sins imaginable in human society,
I mean, remember, we must all remember
who's not to say?
he also came to General Butt naked and taught him. I'm not even freaking
Oh
kidding.
yeah, I forgot about that. General Butt naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker found Jesus or some shit.
Yeah, and funny enough, right
I mean,
as
weird for me to hear that because motherfucker is a goddamn war criminal. But hey, I mean,
I
good on
mean,
him, I guess.
I know that like good on Jesus to be able to forgive, but holy hell, the things the man has done. I mean, then again.
I don't know if that man is forgivable, but hey, I'm not Jesus, so I'm not the one that makes the judgment calls there.
Yeah, same. Oh yeah,
But if he does, hey, you know what? Fuck it. If he's actually putting the effort to be good,
I mean that is
it may not
great.
absolve him of his crimes, but hey, better him going to Jesus than him doing the things he did.
Yeah. I am General Botnegi. I would activate my sour powers. Freaking.
My shaman powers were unbeatable. Like, the dude literally thought he had magic.
I mean, he kind of did. He was never hit while he was literally butt naked and high on meth as well.
Think about it, because like, which is surprising if you think about it, because like, how the fuck did he not get shot and killed? Like, you don't go running around butt-ass naked and succeeding at war.
Apparently he does.
Apparently. I don't know what kind of fucking savage orc voodoo magic stuff he does, but fucking hell.
It works.
And no, I'm just making the reference because to Savage Orcs in Fantasy just purely because they're basically the same stupid level of logic.
Yeah.
Like, holy hell! That is an impressive feat to ever hear from a guy. Like, yes, I totally have done horrible atrocities, well, but as naked. And I will do them again, if I was evil again. I have fallen God now.
Wait a minute. Paul didn't murder. He was a prosecutor. I have no idea if he was. Iron. Gimme. He was a darn prosecutor. In other words, he was a darn lawyer. One of Satan's minions. And for reference, that's a joke, YouTube. Chill. Oh, we've got 5 watching. Nice. Oh, nice. He at most approved executions. Interesting.
So I have a big question. This is actually more 40K, but in turn 30K related. What legion?
What legion?
What legion? Like in terms, the question is what legion, as in what Space Marine Legion do you side with?
Right. And just in 40k in general, yeah?
40k in general or Horus Heresy, either or.
That's the good question. See, I have a soft spot for the Space Wolves because obviously I'm a Nord. I love me some Vikings. Even though technically speaking, the way they behave is not really Vikings, but meh.
They kind of suck.
Yeah.
And Leman Russ is just... The best word I could say is a Gary Stew.
Mm-hmm.
Without being too mean. But if I wanted to be truly mean, he's a fucking idiot.
He didn't question his brother's orders.
Also didn't decide to go, hey, Custodes, I know you're literally the words of my father. Did he actually order this? No, he never asked. Worse yet is the fact that the Custodes were there even. And just followed along somehow. That entire burning up Prospero idea is just stupid in its own way.
I mean, like I said, like I have a soft spot for them. I don't think they necessarily are as good as like other factions. Also, let me see. Karn, his name during the time was Saul. You motherfucker! Shut up with this Better Call Saul on Paul. Oh,
What happened?
It's he was, you know, the whole forgiving of Paul. He was making a joke. It's like, oh, he wasn't a murderer. He was a prosecutor. In fact, his name was Saul at the time. By the way, you coming to bed?
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
I'm not joking. Bullshit. Shall we better call him as well, Karn?
Honestly, that guy in Breaking Bad is an awesome dude.
He is a really good actor. He's really good.
Oh, I'm talking about just in general.
Oh, yeah. What's his name
Like-
again? Bob Odenkirk? Damn.
I'm saying like in the actual show, like he's a criminal, but he's actually pretty chill.
Yeah. Though, bear in mind, I haven't watched all the seasons of, say, Breaking Bad. I want to get into...
I haven't either.
I really want to.
But funny thing, I hate fucking Walter's wife.
She is
Like,
such
oh my
a
God.
bitch. It's like, I do not care for her at all.
The fact that she betrays him purely because, like, he's actively trying to help her because he's on cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And I love the fact that...
a respected guy trying to save his family through, you know, doing something in order to spare their lives from hardship via, you know, getting as much money as possible and while going through the fucking cancer issue.
And then, dude, I still remember that freaking bit where I think they were at the kitchen. She leaned forward and said, "I fucked Ted." It's like, the fuck, ho?
Yeah, that's what really got me against her, because it's just no.
It's like, that's incredibly petty. And you know that he's...
I hate cheating. I hate cheating beyond belief.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Walter was trying to keep them out of his stupid shit. Why the fuck does she have a problem with it?
I mean, she's a woman. She would have a problem with
If
anything.
you keep her out of it.
For legal reasons.
I
That's
mean,
a joke.
Like, if he was actively keeping her out of the business issues, wouldn't that imply that he's actually, doing her a favor by keeping her out of it and therefore not dragging her or her son into that whole mess?
Yeah, not being complicit.
Or their newborn.
Actively making her not complicit.
I mean the fact that she is complicit by the fact that she does know he's selling meth. That inherently is complicity, but even then, like, she didn't rat him out the instant, like, they're like, when I don't know if you remember this part, but so Walter was like went back to his house, which technically his wife couldn't do, kick him out until, either the divorce results in her taking the house or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's under his name, it's technically still his.
Mm-hmm.
But until, like, and the cops couldn't do anything in that episode, but she could have ratted his ass out right then and there. But she didn't.
Mm.
That makes her complicit to his dealings.
And of course, and I don't know how the actress
Which
feels
is something
about
that he was trying, and of course he was trying to avoid that scenario. I don't know what the actual actress thinks. I'm not putting judgments on her specifically as an actress.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting judgments on her character.
And also the writer who wrote her. I mean, like,
I think they did a wonderful job in writing her. If they're trying to intend that she's a bad guy.
Yep.
In this.
But I have no idea because I have not seen any of the commentary on it the like. So I wouldn't know personally.
Yeah. I'm, of course, a little bit afraid that it was intending to be making her out to be the bad guy.
She just works that well for it.
That's mostly because of the fact that... well, I mean, if it definitely adds now, they're going to be like, no, she's a good person. She's totally not guilty. Even though, she literally is.
Guilty.
But hey, that tells you how good writers they are.
Back in the good old day when they put the effort in the writing.
Unlike Black Library, who says, there's no such thing as canon.
There's no such thing.
Fucking stupid.
Freaking hell. And, because I always have to ask then, it's like, okay, why am I here then? Mm-hmm. I'm here for the lore.
Why am I shelling money to your company? Why am I putting down... Oh, shit. Fuck.
What?
I did stupid.
You did a dum-dum?
Yeah,
Dum-dum who needs some gum-gum?
Oh, I love that movie.
It's very funny. And the fact that it has Robin Williams as well.
Does he play Teddy?
I think he does. I think he does do Teddy.
If he does, then fuck him based. Teddy Roosevelt is my favorite president. Hands down. Like, even more than Trump.
I mean,
purely because Teddy Roosevelt is like the best word I could ever give him is he's a man's man.
He's a man's man. The Hulk Hogan man. I mean, I will give him props.
Fuck.
What?
You might need to fix the ladders. Jump. There you go.
Yep.
I'm tossing it down.
Thank you.
Obviously, I'm trying to pave this place up.
Pave it, macking and mave it. That should be enough for now. Let me say, get the thing. Get me more. It's empty. What do you mean it's empty? There's no more wine. Is that what empty means? So get more. Oh, back when Game of Thrones was freaking funny. Unironically, favorite character, Robert
you come
Baratheon.
back up here to tell me if I spelled bollocks right with the 2 C's, that is.
That is correct for this server, I will say, because the actual thing will probably get censored.
Right. I'm just making sure I spelt it correctly.
You did. You don't need to worry about that. Don't worry about it.
So Bollocc.
Yep, OCC.
Okay, and then I spelled it right. Although I put a Z at the end.
Meh.
Forced to happen when I play orcs a lot.
Oaks. You hear that, Pink? You've got an orc loyal player.
By the way, if you come up to the top here,
I'll be...
you can see a paved road.
Let me see. Let me see. I swear, I always... the freaking elevator. Come on, reaching to the surface. Yeah. Ooh, neat. Very nice. It's like Borat would say, "He's nice." Okay. All right. Let's get. Oh no. Let's get to bed.
So, dumb question.
Yeah.
Does your country have a Chipotle?
Chipotle. We do have. I do know that we have a couple of sauces that go with on Chipotle. I'm guessing it's a restaurant in America.
No. Yeah, it's a restaurant.
Nah.
It's basically the best way I could describe it is Subway, but for burritos.
I get you. I don't think so, but we do have like Mexican places here, so that do spell spicy food and the like. So it's very possible. But yeah, as in
how spicy do you like your spice?
yes.
Ghost pepper level sometimes?
I wouldn't say I go that far, but I do know a friend of mine would absolutely love to. Yes, I am talking about you, Pink. Absolute.
I will do it myself just because I will happily try any time of the day to try something really, really spicy. For one reason and one reason only. I love spicy food. I grew up off of it, basically. Thank my grandfather for that one, by the way.
Let me see. Karn, Skylar wanted the money, but not Walter. Yeah, she kind of didn't. Kind of that. Also, in terms of spicy food, I will tell you, the one thing that actually got me into it, so this is kind of funny, but also kind of makes sense. So, within Iceland, there is an Asian food restaurant called Nings. Really good place. I highly recommend anyone, if they ever come to Iceland, they should try out some Nings. And one time I was with my family and I decided to order just regular freaking just regular like noodles with eggs, vegetables, a whole shebang, all good. Then I see that there is a spicy there's like what's it called? It's like a chili flakes and the like that you can just like dip all over your dinner.
Chili oil.
No, not chili oil. Chili flakes.
Oil.
Yeah, chili flakes that you can. Yeah, with seeds and all that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, those.
Yeah, those. Yeah, that you can just pour all over your dinner. And I tried that for once, and I was adventurous. I put quite a lot into it, and then I ate it, and holy hell, I needed 2 cans of water just to finish it. And my mouth was so burnt.
Wait, cans?
No. I said my mouth was incredibly... It was so,
No. Cans of water?
No, sorry, not cans. I meant jugs of water, right? You know, the ones, the serve, I don't know what it's called necessarily in English. Okay, you know what I mean, like
I get you.
The waiter brings the water and all that, and holy hell, it was burning.
Those would be pitchers.
Pitchers, right. Are you streaming? Let me see. Karen says, "Are you streaming Minecraft because the movie is out now?" No, no, not really. I have been getting into Minecraft just lately because I'm waiting constantly for the Vibrant Visual, which is going to be the official shader pack, which I know sounds retarded. Why even bother waiting for that? But I want to see how well they do it on their own, And let me see. To try food, that's weird. So it says, his mouth is on fire. Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna see the Minecraft movie or?
No.
Nah, I don't blame you.
Purely on the factor that it's going to be awful. Anyways, I know for a fact that it's going to be.
Yeah.
Of course, my youngest brother is going to want to see it, so sadly, my other brother is going to be forced to watch that horror show.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh well. At least I'm not being tortured. Because I think there were a number of movies I went through to be tortured with. Like, for example, I had to see Moana 2. God awful.
Okay.
I say it's god awful in the sense that it was just bland. Like, it wasn't even that good.
Oh, I heard.
Like, the first one, you could probably say there's some quality. The first one, you could say there's some quality, but that one...
Dude, the fact that they're even remaking it, and it's not even freaking 10 years old, the original, and they're already remaking it live action. What is the freaking point? And now they're also doing a live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Which movie?
Moana, right? They decided they wanted to do
what?
Yeah, unironically, they wanted to do a live action remake of Moana when the movie isn't even. It's not even 10 years old. And they want to make a remake?
Man, do it when it's dead, not when it's alive.
I
Okay,
know.
well, maybe. Okay, maybe it's not quite alive, but
Well,
same point.
yeah. But, yeah, and they're doing that. And then they're. What's the. What was the other movie? It was. God, I had it. I had it within me. I forgot. I forgot what the other point was making. Hate when that happens. When you have the point and then
Okay.
you forget.
Yeah, no, it's basically. I think the point was, it's basically it's terrible when movies are being remade, even though they're not old enough to be remade.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I was thinking. Your point was.
Yeah, it is. Like, what is like? There are some movies that absolutely that could get an interesting remake if you just like if you don't aim to
Try.
make it. Yeah, if you try and you don't aim to make them fucking 3 hours long. God, that's the worst part. And the thing is, the whole reason they're constantly doing that, it's not because there's a lot more to be said. It's because they are trying to flood streamer numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, minutes watched and all that bullshit.
It's just cancer.
It is, and I don't really care for it. Like I miss like the funny thing is, right? One of my most favorite movies that came out not that long ago, Sisu. Have you seen Sisu?
No.
Highly recommend it. Okay, so the basic premise is this: you have an old Finnish soldier, right, who's now a gold miner, and he finds a pocket of gold, and he is absolutely relieved. He packs it up and he wants to cash it in. And this is, bear in mind, this is during World War II. However, the
Oh
Nazis,
no.
yeah, the Nazis appear and they want to take his gold, and they manage to take his gold, but he goes on a full-on killing spree because in Finnish culture, the word sisu is there's no direct translation, but you can kind of translate it as full-on hard ass, as in someone who's not willing to give up no matter what, sheer determination and grit, kind of like that. That's what Sisu is, and they made a whole movie that was like that. And dude, it is awesome. It is your classical 80s action flick, but it's with a guy who's basically like I think he's 50s, 60s, but it doesn't even like it does not matter in the slightest. Like he's clearly a good action star. Like it's good. And it's also it has it if you love your dark comedy, you're gonna love this movie. Like
Okay.
yeah, highly recommend it. Dude, I saw it in theaters and it was I was having a time of my life.
I can imagine.
Oh yeah. I need to have a movie night sometime and I have to put on Sisu. It's really good. Funny enough, I think Iceland also has a name that's similar to Sisu, Hörgutól, but it means tough guy.
You want to know another movie you should check out though?
What?
Godzilla minus one.
I saw that in theaters twice. I love that movie.
I saw it on Netflix, sadly, but no regrets. It was one of the few movies that ever made me cry. I could name you a couple of movies that have.
Mm-hmm.
Gangs of New York. I I'm trying to remember each one. I think Gettysburg was another.
Yeah.
Forlorn Hope for sure.
Never seen that.
Godzilla versus Destroyer,
Mm-hmm.
and that was when I was a kid. Godzilla minus one, and I think that's about it. And the reason all those made me cry is because of their powerful stories.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Gangs of New York and Forlorn Hope and the Gettysburg. Like, goddamn, dude, those movies make you sympathize with both fucking sides. Like, holy hell.
Like back when the writing
Man.
was on point, man.
Man,
Oh.
back when fucking people weren't afraid to make Civil War movies really, really deep and dark at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And also have actual
Or
meaningful.
have actual realism to
Yeah.
it as well. Like, Forlorn Hope, what was the other one? Forlorn Hope, Gettysburg, and Gangs of New York are kind of based on true stories. Oh, okay. Gangs of New York takes a bit more liberties because it is custom characters somewhat,
Mm-hmm.
but is set in the canonical scenario of the Irish riots of New York.
Yep.
It is deeply, deeply interesting and sad at the same time. The reason it's sad is because, like, there's this one character who's a black guy that you don't think is, like, a major character at all, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out he is because he gets... you know what, I'm not going to spoil that, but if you know the Irish... Irish riots of New York during the Civil War, you know exactly what's going to go down there.
Lynching.
Oh, yeah, it was so sad because it's like, but he's with the good... He's with you guys! What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Like, it was like, the fuck? He's on your guys' side. What the fuck?
It was.
Like, I did not understand. Like, why are they going after him? He's trying to help you.
The Irish. What did you expect?
Yeah. Oh, God. It is, like, one of those, like, it is amazing how fucking movies could actually get you to be emotionally moved. And it's just, damn. Oh, there's another movie I actually really like that a lot of people don't seem to like. At least in the 40K community, wise.
Okay.
Have you heard of the movie Ultramarines? Clearly, you like it.
Oh, give me a minute. That jumped like nothing else. Yes, I have.
It's funny that you did that right as I asked you that question.
Oh.
Like, it is absolutely hilarious that it was right after I asked you that question.
Perfect timing, I'll give you that. Oh.
Yeah. But
Holy hell.
seriously, I actually like that movie.
I am very mixed on it personally.
Well, okay, it's not perfect lore-wise, but holy hell does it, like, fit the feel of 40K.
Mm-hmm.
Especially during the time that it's at. In terms of, like, year.
Really?
Like, it was very... It's hard to explain. Because it's like... It's not loreful at any stretch.
Mm-hmm.
But you also can't quite hate it.
Well,
Because...
unless
like,
you hate
Bolters,
the Ultramarines, then I can see how you could.
I mean, I hate the Ultramarines, but it's like just like Space Marine 1. I can't really hate it.
I mean, at least with Space Marine 1, like, you're playing the most un-Ultramarine of all Ultramarines. And the most hated character is the box standard Ultramarine, Leandros.
Correction. He actually breaks a lot of the rules of the Codex, which is ironic.
Yep.
Like, motherfuckers, like, the Codex Astartes does not approve of this action. Motherfucker, you calling the Inquisition in on your fucking captain is breaking protocol of the Codex. Like, god damn it, Leandros, that's literally against the book. And plus, Leonidas, or fucking Titus, is fucking correct. You didn't get the point of the fucking being a space marine.
Yeah.
And the fact that you didn't get it is clearly evident that you weren't ready.
Still made a chaplain, though. Nah.
Don't get me started on that fucking game.
I mean, I enjoy it, but that ending, holy hell.
It's... If you get me on a tangent with that game, it's gonna be a while. Because I actually don't like it at all.
Also, let me see.
Mainly because it's the loreful issues. Like, for example, why the Thousand Suns on a world that's being infested by Tyranids? Why can't they have appeared after, or like before the Tyranids? That would have made it way more sense.
Some would argue they did, but I have no idea. But let me see the comments here. Not super enough. Open enough to watch that trash alone or sober. Didn't The Last of Us 2 get a remaster after like a year? Yeah. Yeah, they did. Unironically. Freaking hell. And now there's
and then there's Skyrim.
Oh yeah. The every edition
every other year.
I mean, okay. So maybe I'm just weird on this, but I'm actually fine with the idea of games being put in every new system. Because the thing is, I care about games being accessible in general. And there are so many games that are not accessible anymore because they are, lost or they're locked behind particular technology or... I mean, like, you can obviously emulate, but there are even limits with that. Not everything has been emulated, and you know what I mean? Like, I would rather everything be on every system, being able to be played. Like, yeah. If only because, again, like, in general, I just want games to be available. Because I hate the whole idea, the whole idea of, say, Sony locking freaking Bloodborne, one of my favorite Souls-like games, behind freaking just PlayStation. Not just that, they only keep it on the PS4. I mean, you can play it on a PS5 and download it if you already have it, but, like, they won't upgrade it, they'll do nothing for one of their flagship titles. And it just pisses me off. And there are so many games now getting freaking remasters. Even games that don't even need a remaster. I mean, the freaking... Okay, so the PlayStation Spider-Man games, right? The first one, I really enjoyed it. It did not need a fucking remaster. The only thing they even freaking remastered was the fact that the character was supposed to look more like Tom Holland. Which... That doesn't matter. It does not. Yeah. Not only does it not matter, but you had literally the perfect looking Spider-Man canonically within the comics. Like he does.
Yeah.
Why? By
the way, I have a GIF for you to see that is pretty much akin to this whole mess.
Where are you?
I posted it in VC.
Oh,
I'm in.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
There you go.
Let me see it. Discord is loading. VC text. Let me see. It's my IP to sit on and do nothing with.
Man, that fucking show was hitting that whole mess right on the fucking head.
Damn right it was. I I love Smiley
Smiley
Friends.
Friends is great. Like, holy fuck.
I love it. It's not
It
yeah.
has real humor.
It has actual like funny humor and point to make. Oh. And I cannot wait for season 3 eventually.
Ironically, the creators are actually pretty chill as far as I understand from the way they talk about themselves and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They are. I mean, I love the fact that they originally began as YouTubers, and they
And a lot of their voice actors in this show are also YouTubers.
yep.
Like, they did the Chills guys, the Chills top 15 guy, like the I want the number 15. Can
Burger
I get the
King
number
food
15?
Burger King food lettuce. Yes.
Yeah, that guy's voice is hilarious once you start like memeing on it super hard.
Yeah.
And mind you, I still watch that guy from time to time, his videos.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've seen a single one.
They're a mixed bag, but they're still okay. Like, they're still good for being silly, you know?
Yeah. Also, I did enjoy the bit where Nostalgia Critic is literally the demon hunter. that was nice. Like, say what you want about the guy. That was fun.
Actually, no, I don't think that was the devil. I think that was Angry Video Game Nerd.
No, that was Nostalgia Critic played the the YouTuber explaining how to kill the vampire or the demon.
Oh,
yeah, that was
that guy. Yeah,
yeah,
no.
yeah. That was him.
And then God.
Oh my
Literal
God! Yes, Gilbert Gottfried.
We don't know how they got him convinced to join in, but fuck, damn.
And also right in time before his death. Like, oh, that just.
No, he died?
Yeah, didn't you know? He's been dead for some time,
No.
man. He unfortunately has been dead for some time. But they managed to get him before that happened. And it was great.
You know what? The fact that he became God at
Yeah,
the end of his life,
it's
like,
perfect. The funny thing
the
too
perfect
is
end.
the funny little trivia though is that the reason there was such a loud godly music was not necessarily because it was the presence of God, even though that does work. It's the fact that the guys were actually trying to hide the email messages that Gilbert was constantly getting. Yeah. It's just like, oh, that's actually kind of hilarious. And I'm trying constantly to hear for them, but they found a way to block it.
That moment in time when you are so creatively good that you're able to actually block out email pings.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
While not even without deafening the actual voice actor.
Oh yeah.
Like, holy fuck. Man, they really put their talent into that show.
Absolutely. Old man
And then the
reacts.
variation on the
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
And then the variation. Oh, hi, Caboose.
No,
Hello.
hey, Caboose, how you doing, man?
Hello.
Hello. Everything good with you, man? Whee! Oof, freaking hell. Yeah, just playing some Minecraft, doing a little bit of a stream.
Oh.
Yeah. If you feel like joining, you're more than welcome to. But it's up to you. Yeah, it's okay.
The one fun thing about Smiley Friends is the variation of the animations.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Dude, the episode of the meme that you sent me, the fact that they were going for like a Crash Bandicoot thing Ah, I love
Yeah.
that. That was such a nice little thing.
It was a nice touch relating to the Ghibli guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy hell, they actually did like a full-on like old retro 3D style. What then when they did the camera thing with him, it was like hyper realistic.
Yep.
It was so weird, but
It
it was
was.
hilarious.
It's hilarious how well it fits, as well. Like they did him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Oh, so good. What? Okay. What's like a favorite episode, if you can name one of Smiling Friends so far?
I gotta be honest, the Godfrey one is definitely one.
Oh yeah, that one's good. That one's good.
I think it's the horror one, the Halloween one.
Oh, that one.
Especially with the ending.
Oh yeah, when they meet up at the friggin' party, and then they all
Yeah.
eat the monster. Dude,
They go like, dude, is that blackface? No, I'm a literal demon from the forest.
I was like,
Oh,
not
don't
cool.
tell me that's fucking blackface. No, that's not cool. And get the fuck out of here and punch him.
They literally beat him and then eat him. It was like, what the fuck? Oh.
And then fucking the boss guy is just like, hey Bim, thanks for getting that firewood.
Oh.
God, that guy's a loon.
That guy is so crazy, dude. The one episode where they have like the mirror version of the two guys, and then the boss is literally up on a warpath about to kill them.
Oh man.
Literally, the breakdown is like, no, please, no, no. Hey, it's okay, fella.
But hey, at least it shows how that guy got into like his whole idea of the business idea.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, he likes seeing people smile. That's it.
Yeah.
Like he may be a literal lunatic, but like
Oh, dude.
the
Then
fact,
there's
just the pure fact that he likes seeing people smile is just interesting.
I love just also the complete contrast he can have within scenes. And 1 minute he's literally doing like the eulogy. It's like, Charlie, what happened to you, Charlie? You were my everything. It's a messed up world, man. And then literally as Charlie is then falling to the sky, formed together, it's like, it's a Christmas miracle. It's like, freaking, what is this character?
Honestly, as the resident old guy, I have no. Am I allowed to swear on your stream?
Yes, you can.
Fucking clue what you're talking about.
We're talking about Smiling Friends.
Oh, okay. Isn't that animated show that's made by that YouTuber?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
he started YouTube animation. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, you just
I
lost
feel
there for a
old.
second. It's like, motherfucker, what are you even talking about? Yeah. Oh, but hey, since I have you here, Caboose, no wait, didn't I already ask you your opinion on BattleTech Gothic?
No.
Can I use your rant as
No.
fodder?
Sure, I don't care. Actually, I've changed my mind about a lot of it. I don't like it, especially when I'm looking at the castings, because whatchamacallit's castings are notoriously shit.
Mm-hmm.
Period. They're notoriously crap.
Another
So,
person reasonable in
Spikes-
his opinion.
So the spikes that are on all of the mechs don't look like spikes. And that explains why one Marauder is smaller than the other Marauder in terms of scale, because it was in the coolant pool, if you get that joke.
I don't
Oh,
think.
it shrinks? I was in the pool! So all the spikes that I have over all those mechs,
They were in the
come
poo.
on, put 2 and 2 together.
They were in the poo.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Instead of being angular and spiky, they're phallic and floppy.
Oh,
Rip.
man. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm just picturing every mech going to an ice planet or something, and they're just shrinking down. It's like, we were in the cold. We were in the poo.
I personally absolutely do not like the weird designs of the battle mechs that they did.
Well, the way I'm looking at it is, the way I thought of it is, you know how popular Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep is for Borderlands 2? I'm not really talking about, you know, like her standalone game, even though I enjoyed it. The way I look at it is BattleTech Gothic is kind of like in the BattleTech 2016 game, there's a interaction you can get about, you know, hey boss, you know, check this out. I'm doing really well as a mercenary commander in this on this game I'm playing. Then you scold the guy and say, get to the fucking simulators or something and do something useful with your life.
Shinji, get in the damn
You had to
robot.
eject from your cop, basically. But it's kind of like that. BattleTech Gothic is nothing more to me,
Mm-hmm.
than an in-universe game.
Like, yeah. At least that could, in
It
some ways,
is
work.
a game and a setting.
If that was the pitch, I would not be surprised. But sadly,
no,
it was not
no,
the pitch.
The pitch is, oh, 40K players are unhappy in discovering BattleTech. Let's cater to the 40K players that. All right.
That came to BattleTech to not play 40K. They came to BattleTech to play BattleTech.
Yeah, I'm not a real. I wasn't a real big BattleTech guy. I was 40K all the way. You know, Dawn of War, all that whatnot. But then BattleTech 2016 happened, and I decided to kickstart it. One of the few things I've actually kickstarted.
Right.
I've kickstarted that, a little pixel art, advanced war style game called Warside, the Mercenary Kickstart, and Leviathans. So trust me when I say I am fucking done with Catalyst Games because they can't run a business.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little
Clearly.
tired of the excuse, oh, well, it's a bunch of artists that run the business. Okay, well, it's a bunch of artists that's run a business for 20 fucking years. They should be able to put 2 and 2 together and not be a bunch of assholes.
Yep.
Or be really, really retarded with their means of getting money.
Which, unfortunately, you know, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like, I guarantee you the Leviathans money that they got, because I already paid. My donation for how much ever I paid 3 years ago went directly to the BattleTech Kickstarter for Mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my money went.
That is so stupid.
And they keep
They got
putting
enough
out
money from
Kickstarters.
that Kickstarter, though.
Well, that's the thing with Kickstarter is you don't get that money up front until everything's said and done. And it's going to take months to get it done. But they still had to pay people to design the stuff. Even though half of the models that they redesigned are stolen Iron Wind Minis designs.
Really? They were stolen?
Yeah. Effectively, some of them were.
Iron Ironwind Minis has a licensing agreement with Catalyst Game Labs because Ironwind were the first people to actually put out BattleTech
Hmm.
or
Right.
BattleTech miniatures.
Not just that, but like Ironwind Metals has been pretty much the go-to company that FASFA had for a long while supplied their models from.
Yeah, Ironwind Minis is quite literally the goat. And I hate using that term, but that's what it is. They are the goat.
Mm-hmm.
Bedtime.
Yeah, oh, yeah. But,
But yeah, like I really despise Catalyst for my own reasons.
Well, I do too, especially with their hard 180 on 3D printing. Because when
Wait,
they
wasn't
were
it? Wait, what do you mean hard 180?
years ago, when Catalyst did the first Kickstarter for BattleTech,
Yeah, for a long
Planet.
while they've been in support.
Yeah,
Of
not anymore.
what the fuck you mean not anymore?
You are not allowed in any of their official competitions or whatever to use 3D printed models. And that's the thing I don't like is that they've gotten rid of that policy and said, oh, well, 3D printing is now cutting into our profits. You can't 3D print models to play in any of our competitions anymore. It's like, all right, I get that.
That's stupid.
I understand. I get it. I don't agree with it. At the same time, I still have all the things filed, saved and filed away and screenshotted because I'm like, oh boy, this is going to come back to bite them on the ass.
mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh yeah, 3D printed mechs are still the correct mechs from, they're still the correct, what they are. They're just made on a different world. So like the PGI mechs, Piranha Game Labs, Battle or Mech Warrior Online,
Yeah.
those games, those designs. If you 3D print those, they just looked at it like, oh yeah, hey, this is exactly what this is. This is they're just
this is a battle mech of this game.
Yeah, it's a battle mech of this game. It's just made on a different world than what Catalyst models would be made of, which I thought was a great idea and a way to basically tell Games Workshop to
Pick it up their ass.
fuck a chainsword with a paper towel as a condom.
Nice Scratch Kids reference.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that got that. That Terminator armor is about as effective as fucking a chainsword with a tissue paper or a condom.
Scratch Kids was really good back then, but
they still are, and I'm supporting them with, Space King. I mean, obviously you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What it's a ripoff of.
Oh yeah, but in any case, like Catalyst, I am despising more and more purely on the factor of one, the political nonsense they're pushing, and then two, changing BattleTech from what it was meant to be to what it isn't supposed to be. That's my problem. Like the whole concept of BattleTech Gothic indicates a multiverse to me, because whenever they say alternate universe,
what they're going to do. If you read on the box, it says the first alternate universe game,
which makes no fucking sense.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it says there's non-efficient disk space to continue recording. I don't know why I was recording, but okay. I think I'll call it good now for the stream. Thank you everybody for joining me.